The day my daughter chose her rich boyfriend over her own family. My name is Emily Hargrove, and sitting here in my modest flat in Crouch End, North London, years later, I still replay that October afternoon in 2025 like a scene from one of the novels I once dreamed of writing. The light filtered through the tall sash windows of our old Victorian terrace in Kentish Town, casting long golden shadows across the oak floorboards we had sanded ourselves when Lily was a toddler. There was no dramatic storm, no pouring rain, just the quiet weight of words that shattered everything we thought we knew about family. Lily, our only child, looked at her father Daniel and me with a mixture of resolve and sorrow and said, "I can't keep carrying you both. Mason's offered me a future that doesn't revolve around fixing your mistakes." That moment didn't come out of nowhere. It was the culmination of years of quiet shifts, unspoken resentments, and diverging paths. This is our story, raw, honest, and deeply human. For American viewers who might see echoes of their own family struggles across the pond, know that the ache of a child choosing ambition and wealth over roots is universal. Set entirely in the bustling heart of England, London's leafy suburbs, grand courtrooms, and artistic enclaves, this tale unfolds with all the emotional layers it deserves. No, deeper backstories, the foundations. Daniel and I met on a crisp autumn day in 1998 at University College London. The campus buzzed with students rushing between lectures, the air filled with the scent of coffee from the Union Bar and fallen leaves crunching underfoot along Gower Street. Daniel was 21, a lanky lad from Birmingham with a sharp wit and a determination forged in his father's factory stories. His family had never had much. His dad worked long shifts, his mum cleaned offices, and Daniel carried the weight of being the first to break the cycle. He studied law with a fire to prove himself, often staying up until dawn in the library. I was Emily Thompson, 20, from a middle-class home in Surrey, where my parents' marriage was polite but emotionally barren. Literature was my escape. Jane Austen, the Brontes, modern voices like Zadie Smith. We bonded over a shared tutorial on contract law and literature intersections, then over pints at a pub near Russell Square. Our first proper date was a walk along the South Bank, watching the Thames flow under the bridges, talking about dreams. Daniel wanted a stable career, a home filled with laughter. I wanted to write stories that mattered. We married in 2001 in a simple registry office ceremony in Camden Town, surrounded by a handful of friends and family. No lavish reception, just a meal at a local Italian place. Lily came into our lives in early 2003 after a grueling pregnancy and 18-hour labor at the Whittington Hospital. When they placed her in my arms, tiny and fierce, I vowed silently she would know unconditional love, opportunities we scraped for, and a family that always chose each other. Our home in Kentish Town was a labor of love, a 3-bedroom Victorian terrace we bought with help from a small inheritance. Daniel qualified as a solicitor and joined a respected city firm, working 60-hour weeks on corporate deals. I paused my writing to care for Lily, later taking part-time shifts at Pages and Prose, the independent bookshop in Kentish Town High Street where the owner knew us by name. Weekends were sacred. Trips to Hampstead Heath for kite flying, Sunday roasts with all the trimmings, bedtime stories where I'd invent tales of brave girls in London adventures. But life tested us. 2 miscarriages in the years after Lily left, deep, silent grief. Daniel buried himself in work. I found solace in books and quiet journaling. Lily was our light, curious, artistic, with Daniel's analytical mind and my creative spark. By age 10, her drawings covered our walls. We sacrificed holidays abroad for art supplies and classes at local studios. Daniel coached her junior football team in the park. I took her to exhibitions at the Tate Britain. She excelled at school, won awards, and chose a foundation course at Central St. Martin's. At her graduation, we hugged her tightly, believing our sacrifices had paved her way. The arrival of Mason. Sparks and Shadows. Lily met Mason Harrington in April 2024 at a private viewing in a chic Mayfair gallery off Bond Street. The room hummed with well-dressed guests sipping champagne, discussing market trends. Mason, 31, was the polished heir to Harrington Property Group, a family empire spanning luxury developments in Mayfair, Docklands, and beyond. His grandfather built it from post-war rebuilding. His father took it global. Mason had the easy confidence of old money tempered with modern savvy. Tall, impeccably dressed, with a warm smile that masked calculation. Their connection was instant. He admired her painting on display, a vibrant cityscape inspired by Kentish town streets. Their first date, dinner at a Michelin-starred spot in Belgravia, followed by a walk through St. James's Park. When Lily brought him home 2 weeks later, our modest dining room felt transformed. Daniel greeted him with a firm handshake in the narrow hallway. "Property development, eh? Must be exciting times in London." Mason nodded graciously. "Indeed, sir. We focus on thoughtful regeneration, blending heritage with innovation. Your home has real character." I served a traditional roast, beef from the local butcher, vegetables from our small allotment plot, homemade Yorkshire puddings. Conversation touched on politics, art, and Daniel's work. But I caught Mason's subtle assessment of our faded wallpaper and well-worn furniture. Lily shone beside him, her laughter lighter, her gestures more refined. In the weeks that followed, their romance accelerated. Weekends at the Harrington family estate in the Cotswolds, rolling hills, ancient stone manor, quick trips to Paris via Eurostar. A new studio space for Lily in Shoreditch, gifted through Mason's connections. Her style evolved. Silk blouses, tailored pieces from boutiques in Marylebone. Daniel and I tried to embrace it. One Sunday in June, over tea in the garden, Daniel voiced quiet concerns. "He seems decent, but remember, love, roots matter more than flash." Lily smiled. "Dad, he's ambitious like you were. Give him a chance." Cracks widening, extended dialogue scenes. By midsummer, Daniel's firm faced crisis. A major client sued for alleged negligence in a complex commercial lease. Daniel returned home one humid July evening, tie askew, face ashen. "Emily, sit down." he said in the kitchen, voice heavy. We sat at the scarred wooden table where Lily had done her homework for years. It's serious. I'm named personally. The partners are throwing me to the wolves to save face. I reached for his hand. Tell me the details. We face this together, like always. He poured out the story. A technical oversight from years ago, amplified by aggressive litigation. We talked for hours. Fears of financial ruin, impact on Lily, our marriage. I never wanted her to see me weak, he admitted. We shielded her at first, but at a family dinner in August, with Mason present, the tension surfaced. Lily set down her glass. Dad, you've been off for weeks. Work troubles? Daniel sighed. Challenges, yes. A lawsuit. Nothing final. Mason leaned in smoothly. If I may, I have excellent contacts in the legal world through Harrington. Discreet advice, perhaps? Daniel's jaw tightened. Kind offer, but we handle our affairs privately. Lily's eyes flashed. Why refuse help, Dad? Mason's built something real. His last project was worth tens of millions. You've been at the same firm forever, grinding away while costs rise. Daniel's voice rose slightly. Grinding? I provided for this family, for your dreams. Law isn't a game of flash deals. I know you tried, Lily replied, softer but firm. But Mum and I see the strain. The house repairs piling up, no proper holidays. Mason shows me what's possible without apology. Success isn't shameful. I intervened, heart pounding. Lily, your father's integrity built our life. Wealth isn't everything. We taught you values. Mom, you always smooth things over, Lily said, frustration evident. But I want more than scraping by. Mason believes in my art as a brand, not a hobby. We're launching initiatives together. The dialogue stretched late into the evening, voices rising and falling like waves. Mason mediated calmly, but the seed of division was planted. Lily left early, kissing us perfunctorily. Emotional buildup, courtroom, and Daniel's downfall. The civil trial at the Royal Courts of Justice on the Strand was grueling. The grand Gothic halls echoed with footsteps. We sat through weeks of testimony. Daniel, in his fading suit, faced relentless cross-examination. Mr. Hargrove, did billable targets override thorough due diligence here? The barrister demanded. Daniel responded steadily at first. Decisions were made with the best information and advice available at the time. Good faith guided us. But emails, notes, and witness accounts painted a picture of pressure. His partners settled separately, isolating him. The judge's verdict came on a gray afternoon, liable for damages exceeding £400,000. Our world collapsed. Lily's absence stung. Her text, devastated to hear, but Mason's tied up with investors, sending love. That night, Daniel shattered. In our bedroom, he sobbed. I've let you both down. All those years, I held him through the night. We rebuild, for us, for her. But alcohol became his shadow. Whiskey bottles accumulated. Arguments escalated in the kitchen. You're drowning our chances, I cried one evening. What chances, Emily? Our daughter pities us now. By Christmas 2025, separate rooms. Lily's brief visit with luxury gifts felt hollow. The pivotal day, the choice. October 12th. Lily and Mason arrived formally. In the drawing room, voices carried emotional weight. Lily, we've reviewed the mortgage. Mason can facilitate purchase to save the house, but boundaries are needed. Daniel, boundaries after everything? Mason outlined terms. Asset shares. No ongoing requests. Lily's independence for their gallery venture. Lily's tears fell. I love you deeply, but watching you struggle, dragging each other, it's exhausting me. Mason's family has structure, vision. I choose a path where I thrive, not just survive. Extended exchange followed. Recollections of childhood joys, sacrifices named, Lily defending her growth. You taught me ambition, Dad. Now you resent it? Daniel, not ambition, abandonment. We're your foundation, Lily. Don't build on sand. The door closed softly behind them. Silence. Additional twists and fractures. Twist. Daniel learned via old colleague that Harrington had quietly acquired the debt earlier. Engineering leverage. Confrontation with Lily revealed partial truths and more doubt. Twist. Daniel's accident near Swiss cottage. Car into lamppost. Hospital. License loss. Public shame. Divorce at Highbury family court. Painful sessions dissecting assets. Memories. Lawyers mediated coldly. I moved to Crouch End. He to Manchester with his brother. Lily's world. Controlling finances exposed in fights. You treat my art as your asset, she accused Mason in their Chelsea flat during one recorded argument shared later by friends. Emily rebuilding her life, detailed arc. Post-divorce, I embraced routine. Mornings at Pages and Prose, afternoons writing at my desk overlooking quiet streets. My memoir, Threads of Ordinary Love, found a Bloomsbury publisher after revisions. Walks on Hampstead Heath rebuilt strength. New friends in a writing group. A chance cafe meeting with Lily in Primrose Hill led to hours of dialogue about regrets, therapy, identity. Lily and Mason's emotional journey. Their bond strained under empire pressures after Mason's father's death. Late-night talks in their flat. Lily, I feel erased. My paintings serve your brand. Mason, partnership means alignment. Family distractions weaken us. Arguments built to separation. Lily sought therapy, rediscovering her voice through secret canvases. Daniel's path and the long-ending arc. Daniel achieved sobriety in Manchester, paralegal work. Painful father-daughter call. Apologies flowed. 2.5 years on. Lily's Marylebone solo show. Raw works echoing family history. We attended, sat together. Post-event Regent's Park walk. Lily. Choosing Mason was chasing security that isolated me. Leaving taught me roots matter. Daniel. Pride blinded me too. Extended reflections over months. Imperfect gatherings. Shared meals in my flat. Gallery visits. Lily dates thoughtfully. Daniel visits. I publish again. Family redefined, chosen daily, scarred but resilient, walking London's enduring streets together. Closing note. Thank you for immersing yourself in this story. If it stirred memories of family choices and redemptions, good luck on your own path. Stay on this channel, subscribe, and enable notifications for more authentic tales. Your support fuels these narratives. Take care of those who choose you in return.